I really do appreciate, when I saw all the dumpsters lined up of things that were going, that were being separated so that we can recycle, that things are not just simply going to a dump site and making another trash hill for everybody to look at later down the line. No, that was really a great sight for myself. I wanted to take a picture of it, but my husband David, he says, why do you need to take a picture of dumpsters? I'm a big fan of dumpsters because if you treat them properly, they can be used properly. So kudos to Lowell. And also to the new council members, like you had said. Welcome aboard, and a different set of eyes is sometimes hard to see through different set of eyes, and sometimes it's great to have a new light down on us to say, okay, well, this is what I think too. And I've learned that coming to this board. When I first came to the board, I didn't know what to say, and I really didn't. I was trying to figure out what exactly was my job and what exactly did you do. I always wanted to be on this board, and bless Jim Hall's heart, rest in peace, Jim. But he, when this opportunity came, he's the one that said, I really wish you wouldn't walk away from this. I really wish you'd look at doing this, and I do appreciate for this opportunity, you guys. Uh-oh, who's that? So with that said, once again, Tina says kudos to this board, and that I'm very proud that once again today I was talking to one of our directors out of Detroit that Lowell does have our own Lowell Light and Power board, and we have our own generator, and we stand alone. We stand, and Consumers Energy is not what we are a part of. And he was just floored of this, so he can't wait to come to Lowell and take a stop and see what's going on around here too.
Cool.
Thank you.
Tamala.
Yeah, I'm hopeful that the new city council members will take time to be well informed before making decisions. I think we lost some history on city council. I mean, I'm glad that we have some folks that have been around for a little bit, because I always worry about losing that history. And I just want to publicly acknowledge Sharon for the work that she did, and the thoughtfulness with which she made decisions, and hopefully we'll continue to have that thoughtfulness on the city council. Steve, I just want to thank you again for all the time and energy that you're spending on this AMI, and I know it's been a lot, and I know you're really, the due diligence that you're doing, I really, really appreciate, especially helping us understand it, because this is still a learning curve for me, and understanding the language of the power and all of those different pieces, and so I appreciate that you put it in terms that I can understand. So thank you for that.
Thank you.
And I just wanted to mention, I noticed the Facebook update about the little power outage, and was it yesterday?
I believe so.
And I just want to say I appreciate that. I appreciate you guys using Facebook just to put that out there and let people know kind of what's going on. So it did pop up in my news feed, so that was nice to see. Didn't affect me, but it did pop up in my news feed, so it was good to see. So thanks.
Thanks. Great. Mr. Mayor.
Thank you. Yes, just to talk a little bit more about that community cleanup. There were just a couple of less cars that came through, but still in excess of 240, so well used. So very popular. So chances are very good that it will be done again next year. I mean, at this point, we cannot not do it. But very successful, and it was a very nice collaborative effort with our friends from the townships, as well as the schools and the Chamber of Commerce. So we didn't do it alone. We had a lot of great help. The Coffee with Council was moved for November to the Senior Neighbor Center, and we had one guest. And although he went to the other site, at the Chamber of Commerce office and then came over to Senior Neighbors. So, but nonetheless, we'll try that again in December and see how that goes. And I think because January 2nd is the first Saturday, we'll probably skip that one. So, but anyway, that will be held on December 5th in the morning, 8 to 10 a.m. At the Senior Neighbor Center, coffee with your city council members. And later that day is the great Santa Claus Parade at 6 p.m. So Santa's coming to town, and we're all looking forward to that. And of course, the uniqueness of being able to have Santa on the showboat and all that brings to our downtown area. So quite excited. And also the Chamber of Commerce, who helps make all of that happen, reported that their Girls' Night Out that just happened a couple of weeks ago was their best success yet. Many people out. The weather was not that great, but but the people were, and there were 3 buses. Well, 2.5. Buses that worked around the community, and that helped, I think, get people around too. So worked out very, very well. And again, there was an election last week. Maybe you heard about it. So I've heard here. And we do have 3 new council members, and we'll be moving forward with Jeff Phillips and Alan Thielander and Mike DeVore. So Jeff Faltoff and I continue for 2 more years. We received 4-year terms 2 years ago. So we'll look forward to moving forward. In a personal note, I might say, again, Sharon did a wonderful job. She'll be greatly missed by myself as well as I think the community. But this will be the first time in 22 years we've not had a woman on the Lowell City Council.
Very sad.
So that, in its own way, is a little bit sad. But nonetheless, the voters have spoken. So we'll look forward to moving on. Thank you.
Great, thank you. I did attend the swearing-in ceremony and congratulated the new council members, and gave them a copy of the agenda and invited them to attend our meetings. Alan Thielander called me today and said that they probably wouldn't be attending tonight. They've got a lot on their plate learning things, but I hope that they will take the time to attend some of our meetings. There's a lot that goes on here, and that will give them some insight into how we make our decisions. They are debated well and with good intentions. We're not perfect, but we generally make pretty good decisions here. Be nice if they could come and see that. And that is it for me. So we would entertain a motion at this point to go into closed session.
So moved.
Support. A motion and support. All those in favor signify by saying aye. Aye. Motion carries.
We turn off the sound of this?
Yep.
At, what was that, 17?
I'll tell Ruth that.
How long?